So again, this is South Africa tonight. And of course, if you're in Gauteng, the weather has got you a bit baffled. It has gone from one extreme to another following days of intense heat. Now temperatures have plummeted, bringing wind and some heavy rain. And of course, with rain comes flooding, especially in those low-lying areas. Well, our reporter Kailisha Kumalo is doing some storm chasing for us today. Kaya, good evening. I hope wherever you are safe and dry at the moment. So very confusing for those in Gauteng. We had this heat wave that was unbearable, and literally overnight we saw the rain and the temperatures just drop.
Well, Yuvi, I can just assure you that we are safe and dry where we are from the vantage point here in Johannesburg. So certainly there has been a great deal of confusion because the South African Weather Service had issued out an advisory warning of the heat wave. And then suddenly last night there was a statement issued out that the temperatures will be plummeting and dropping quite dramatically. So the rain has been raining since. This is mainly because of the cold front coming from the Indian Ocean, so affecting the likes of Gauteng, the northwest, Mpumalanga, so mainly just the central parts of South Africa. So also more importantly, this happens as, for example, here in Gauteng, we've been battling a very severe heat wave where it's been very much unbearable. So this is a very much needed rainfall.
Well, for many of us it is relief, yes, Kaya, but of course it comes with its fair share of troubles for others. Now we understand that there's been a couple of flash flood warnings. Have they highlighted any particular areas, warned about any particular areas?
So, for example, if you look around here in Gauteng, around Centurion, so that's one area that has been flagged. But also, most importantly, the South African Weather Service will continue to give us more updates about some areas where there are some concerns that might be coming out. But also, more importantly, we understand that in the northern parts, the northwest of the country, that's where major concerns can be expected. But also, the southern parts of Gauteng as well. So those are some of the areas where we may see flash floods happening, but also more importantly some of the areas that are prone to be affected. Also, we know that Alexandra Township, the Yaks-Cay River, from time to time in Gauteng, whenever there are some heavy downpours, it's one of the areas that is always susceptible to that. But we'll be keeping a very beady eye, Yuveka, as the night progresses.
Right, well, thankfully, Kaya, schools have closed today, so not many children will have to brave those rivers, as we know, as they shouldn't be anyway. But there will still be some traffic. People will still be on the road. So any tips for those who might have to cross over or go through areas prone to flooding?
Well, precisely, Yuveka. Authorities are very clear. So they say if you see that a particular street is flooded, don't try to drive there. But also one must avoid flooded areas. But also, more importantly, the low-lying areas are the ones that are always affected. But also they say that, you should continue just to monitor the South African Weather Service's live tweets. But also from our side as well, we'll try to give as many tips as possible as the night progresses. But also, more importantly, don't try to go to areas where you see that the water is really just pelting or the water is rising. So try to avoid those areas. But of course, for drivers, make sure that you keep the lights on, the headlights on for your car. But also, don't try to use your brakes quite extensively. So try to play with your brakes in a very cautious way, because you don't want to really frighten other motorists and other road users as well.
Okay, thanks very much, Kailisha Kumalo. He's our meteorologist, our traffic advisor, everything rolled into one, Jeremy, on this very stormy, rainy day.